This is my manidweep. This video is about explaining the key concepts of JavaScript. The this video is about variables, arrays, loops, functions, and objects. The first one is the variables. Variables store data values in JavaScript using where, let, and constant. You can declare variables with different scoping rules. Let and constant are block scoped and more commonly used in modern JavaScript. The sample code is as follows. Now we run this code. Here where score variable score. This line declares a variable score using where and assigns in the value 100 the where keyword as function or global score. Here constant pi means a constant value which can be changed otherwise or reassigned. This declares a constant variable pi using constant and assigns in the value 3.14159. Constants cannot be reassigned, making them immutable. Let username manidweep-y. This line uses let to declare a variable username with the value manidweep-y. Let is block scoped, which means it is limited to the block in which it is defined. Let branch. Here let also use it to assign the value CSC to the branch. Let is admin false. Declares a boolean variable is admin with the value false. Here console.log function is used to output the values of these variables of the console. The output is like score is 100, which is given above, assigned above, by 3.14159. Username manidweep-y, branch CSC, is admin false. The second concept is arrays. Arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable. They are zero indexed, meaning the first element has an index 0. The sample code is as follows. Here let obis. This line declares an array named obis containing 3 string elements. Here for output console.log obis of 0, which prints the first element in the array using index 0. Here last obis of obis.length -1 to access and print the last element in the array. Here obis of 1 is assigned as gaming, modifies the second element of the array from reading to gaming. Here we use console.log modified array. Obis prints the modified array to the console. Obis.push music adds a new element music to the end of the array. Console.log array after adding an element. Obis after adding prints the arrays after adding the new element. The output is like obis coding, reading, traveling. First obby coding, last obby traveling. After modifying by giving obis 1 by as gaming, coding, gaming, traveling. Array after adding another element, coding, gaming, traveling, music. The next topic is loops. Loops are used to execute a block of code repeatedly. JavaScript supports for, while, and do while loops. The sample code is like that. Here in the for loop, the for condition is given as like for let I equal to 5, I greater than 2, I minus minus, initializes I to 5, runs as long as I is greater than 2 and decrements I by 1 after each iteration. Here console.log I prints the value of I in each iteration. In the while loop, let assign number to 1 while number less than or equal to 3 runs the loop as long as number is less than or equal to 3. Console.log of number prints the value of number. Number plus plus increments number by 1 in each iteration. And in the do while loop, let counter equal to 2 initializes counter to 2, which means console.log do while counter less than or equal to 4 executes the block of code inside the do once and then checks the condition counter less than or equal to 4. If it is true, it repeats the loop. Console.log counter prints the values of counter. Counter plus plus increments counter by 1. The output of this code will be counting up to 3, 1, 2, 3 for while loop, counting down from 5 to 3 for loop, for do while loop counting up from 2 to 4. The next topic is functions. Functions are reusable blocks of code that performs specific tasks. They can take parameters and return values. The sample code is this. Here function introduce of name branch. This is a function declaration. It defines a function introduce that takes two parameters, name and branch. Returns a string that includes the name and branch values. Let introduce manidweep-y, CSC as arguments and stores the result in introduction. Console.log of introduction prints the result of the introduce function call. Constant greet city calls the greet city function which Eluru as an argument and prints the result. The output be like, my name is manidweep-y and I am from CSC branch. Greetings from Eluru. The next topic is objects. Objects are collections of key value pairs. They can store data and methods. Properties can be accessed using dot notation or bracket notation. The sample code is like this. Let student equal to, this declares an object student with properties name, branch, city and a method get details. Get details function a method that returns a string containing the student object's properties using this keyword to refer to the current object. Console.log name access and prints the name properties using dot notation. Console.log branch accesses and prints the branch property using bracket notation. Student dot year equal to 2024 adds a new property year to the student object with the value 2024. Console.log year student.year using dot operator prints the newly added year property. The output be like name manidweep-y, branch CSC, student details manidweep-y from CSC branch Eluru, year 2024. Thank you.